Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. The man under center leading them, now 40 years of age in his 18th year out of Michigan, the great Tom Brady.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And his throw here's incomplete. Rob Gronkowski, he's the cowbell of this offense.
So good that you just can't call him a tight end. You call him a special receiver. Can often line up on the backside of a formation and be the primary target. And no one has more fun in this league than Gronk.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
After Quan Alexander was drafted by Tampa Bay, I asked someone in the organization, where are you going to play him? Outside linebacker? And they said, no, we're actually going to play him in the middle. And that surprised me because of his size. But as they told me, this is a speed game in the NFL now, and there won't be any faster middle linebackers than Quan Alexander, who uses his speed to evade blocks, slip blocks, and run down ball carriers.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Butler. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Following the interception, Winston. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Jameis on second down. And that is incomplete.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB. Jameis to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Winston now to throw on first down. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The numbers for Evans a week ago, 9 catches, 93 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
And, the ball's out. Forte loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. Shotgun now for Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
In his 5th year from La Tech, here's the lefty Ryan Allen to punt it. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them. They get scouting reports. They start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. We'll see how they defend him going forward. Now a second down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 4th down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn the overs. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you?
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Michael Johnson coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, that was a Deshaun Jackson special, wasn't it? Deep downfield for a big play. But truthfully, if he catches it short, he can turn it into a long gainer, can't he?
Just such a big play receiver last year, 17.9 yards per catch, and that was tied for the league lead.
He's going to open up the offense in a big way in Tampa.
Play fake. Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Winston. And he finds a man. It's Martin. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second down following the run. They run the counter with Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Winston goes underneath to Martin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And the numbers on the ground for Matt Forte last week. 17 carries, 75 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 7 catches, 76 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Second down, Forte pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Five yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. Forte, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Matt Forte, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And we turn our focus to Doug Martin. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I called still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Duggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
So the Patriots coming out now, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note,
blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Brady to throw on second down. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back had...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun, Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down. On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Winston now from the 50. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. A running play now for Forte. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. Doug Martin now gearing up to go again here on offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? they're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Ryan Allen now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Evans has it left side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
It's interesting how we label routes. You know, some people might call this a hitch. For me, a hitch is a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, about 1 to 3 yards deep. A lot of people might call this a dig route, going this deep on a 3rd and 7 to pick up the 1st down. Others just call it a stick route. Get to the right point, stick in that spot, and let them hit you with a pass. No matter what, they did pick up the 1st down. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Jameis now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. The 2nd down throw for Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, it's Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. Jameis again. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now Folk for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Now Brady. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Sets up the screen to Forte. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. A dump off to Forte. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady looking deep downfield. Picked off by Darius Butler. Gets past one man. And now running right through it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
All right, partner, we just saw the second interception of the game against Tom Brady. I'm going to see my eye doctor because I did not really see that, did I?
Well, nobody sees it often. Last year, he threw 2 interceptions all season. Did not throw 2 in a game, so certainly a rarity. interception. Winston. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's second down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The Bucs on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Final play of the half here. Winston. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, the pass ends up being picked off. Butler's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Offense on the field now after the INT. Here a throw deep down the field is caught, and he finds his mark for the score as they take a 7-0 lead. Patriots come out on 3rd and 4. Brady's got the completion here, and he capped off the 10-play drive with a TD, cutting the deficit to 3. Buccaneers have it late in the second. Jameis to his rookie tight end from Alabama, Big O.J. Howard. And this play will go for 6 as they move out in front 10-7. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Spins by. There goes Martin, first down and more. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. He was looking for Gronk that time. That'll bring up second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw is Winston. And this one's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They stay on the ground. Forte again. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Counter, Forte. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The point after try for Gostkowski. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and run with their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. This was complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Yeah, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Jameis to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Here's Matt Forte as he gets set to go and heads back out there. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Now a play fake here on first down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gostkowski for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And we turn our focus to Doug Martin. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And a 10th carry here for Martin. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
To throw, Winston. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. His throw incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll give it up to Forte. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Forte. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Winston now after the fumble recovery. And Brady, the tight end's got it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Folk's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out come the Patriots. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. To throw on 3rd down. Brady, quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Oh, the Bucs swarm in, and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again. Then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Play clock winding down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer 3rd of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Winston. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's the fullback, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, it was second and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
On for the extra point is Folk. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. They'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So the Patriots coming out now. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's second down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
From midfield, here's Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he finds Jason Morrow. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. 20. Wait, 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal.
Wait, 20.
They'll try to run with Forte. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. On second down, here's Brady. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Doug Martin now gearing up to go again here on offense. He is fully awake now. If he didn't get off to the start that he normally does, they've got his attention. He's running it well.
You think they set off the alarm clock at the half? Think that's what went down? I know this, having played on the defensive side of the ball, if you do a really good job against a great runner and you go into the half, you're excited, you're fired up, you think the game plan is working, but in the back of your head, there's that little bit of nagging doubt. Can we do this for 4 quarters? So far, that's not happening. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The play clock's running down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And a gain there of 11 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. Winston with a give to Martin. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
And the tight end Luke Stocker was the target, and it's 3rd and short. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On play action, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
But in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. A dump off to Forte. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Now Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Brady to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about...
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.